Hello everyone. Right, I'm going to do what I usually do. Fix up the camera first. I'm going to send out a few invites. And then once we get a few of you guys joined, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what today's all about. That's my plan. If my phone will cooperate. Lovely. Right. So Benny's joined us. Dennis has joined us. Thanks for joining, fellas. How are we going? We all right? While we wait for a few of these boys to rock up, I'm going to have some of my coffee because I need it. No sleep last night. That's good coffee. Al's joined us. Thanks for joining, mate. This all looks different again. Facebook keeps changing everything. Oscar's joined us. I can see that. Now I'm getting little logos popping up on the top of my screen here saying who's joined, which is excellent. So I can see you guys have joined. Dr. Johnny. I was talking to Dennis this morning about, must have been 5:30 this morning. So you going to make the feed today, mate? He said, I've got to go to work. I shouldn't though, I'm feeling crap. Call in sick. So he did. Here he is. So I'm glad I could help out with your problem there, Dennis. Nice to have you on board, mate. So today, just a brief overview while we get some more people joining. Mr. Leach has just joined us. Hello, Chris Leach. Essentially, we're going to do a bit of a showcase on the cross trucks that I've got. Melissa Williams has joined us. Hello, Melissa. We're going to do a bit of a showcase on the cross trucks that I've got. I've got the GC4, our farm truck, which is sitting here. I've got PG4L, PG4, and the Demon, which is squished over there. Jacob's joined us. Thanks for joining, Jacob. So essentially, we're going to do a bit of a sticky beak at those. There's going to be a big reveal. Can't say too much about that. So there's going to be that. I've got a little box of stuff here that turned up at some stage last week. Actually, this was the box I was waiting for when Ryan was here. Ryan left on Saturday. The box turned up Monday. That's how it goes. So I'm going to show you what's in that. That's for some builds that I'm doing, etc. I'll show you what's in there. And yeah, we've got the big reveal, which is excellent. Melissa says, "Hi, Ryan and I are listening through the car. You're on Bluetooth through the speakers. It's a shame you're not at home because I could say, Alexa, turn on the music." So yeah, apparently now I'm a radio station as well. Hey Jacob, thanks for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it, buddy. If you guys like really nice trucks, you've picked a wicked live feed to watch because a lot of you guys already know these cross trucks are my favourite by far. Dennis, trucks just do a clear Defender body with a tape so I can have clear windows. Yes, I believe they're around $80 for a Lexan body. It's expensive. But look, it's not a bad option. I've seen a lot of people do different style interiors and such in those Defenders, and they come up really nice. So it's up to you, mate. You could always do a Camel Trophy one. Can't go wrong with a Camel. Yeah. So essentially, look, if you guys want to give this a share, that'd be wicked. Once we get a solid number here, I'd like to have if someone tag Robert Mazza. I'd like him here too. Because if anyone's got any questions for Rob about any cross stuff, they can smash it down. Hopefully he can answer what I can't or I forget. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff. The big question's going to be, I guess, what cross truck do you want to see first? You've got 4 to pick from. Demon, GC4, PG4, PG4L. So let me know what you want to see, and then we can start having a look at the nitty-gritty, go over that, and Brian's joined us. Thanks for joining, Brian. Just telling everyone what we're doing today, mate. Having a quick look at all the cross trucks and stuff I've got so people can get a good idea of exactly what sort of trucks Cross make, what my thoughts are on them. They're all wicked. Why have you got one? Lars has joined us. Lars, I know, mate, it's probably stupid o'clock in the morning where you are. Really appreciate it. Chris wants to see the PG4 first. Oscar wants to see the PG4 first. Wonder why. Anyway, we'll let a couple more votes roll in. Cindy Williams has joined us. Hello, Cindy. That's Ryan's mum, everyone. Everyone say hello to Cindy. Dennis wants to see the PG4 as well. Ultra saying Camel rules. They do, mate. They're wicked trucks. They really are wicked. I had an absolute blast when Ryan was here, and we took that thing out. We took Ryan's D90 out. Just wicked scale fun. So the PG4 is winning for the first truck to be looked at. Look, I bet you guys are staring at your phone. The ones that want to see the PG4, you're all like, "Ooh, look at it over there in the background." All right, we'll do the PG4 first. If everyone's ready to go, I'll grab it and we'll show you what you want to see. Now, the whole idea of today is, if there's a certain part of the truck you want to see, let me know. So if you want to see the shocks, if you want to see the tyres, if you want to see whatever, let me know, and I'll try and hold it as best I can so you can see what you want to see. Any questions, ask away. I'll do my best to answer all that I can. If I stuff it up, I'll get Rob to correct it later. Apparently, Melissa wants to go live. You're in the car, Melissa? It's not going to work nothing. So, yeah, I'll grab the PG4 in a second and we'll have a bit of a sticky beak, how that's all set up. I do have a few ideas for that truck. I'm gonna, Luke, move you, Oscar, move your arm. Luke's joined us. Thanks for joining, Luke. You're gonna have to wait, Oscar. Won't be too long, mate. I've got some ideas for that truck using a Demon motor and transfer case, relocating the battery and seeing if I can make an interior for it. In saying that, I will have to relocate the speaker, which is massive. But yeah, I'm tossing around some ideas. We'll see. Is the PG4 you have all standard? No. I upgraded the drive shafts. I upgraded the shocks. Also put the bed cap on it, which is awesome. It's just... I could sit here and open the little door, the whole feed, and you guys would be happy. It's just that good. Anyway, I'll grab that truck. Can't even join. No, look, Melissa, it's probably Ryan writing these messages, but if you join the feed and then leave it, it stuffs up my sound. And we're not doing that. We want good sound. Right. PG4. It's not heavy, but it's not stupid light either. It is still dirty. Now, before anyone says anything about it, I left it dirty for a little bit of a reason. For anyone wanting to know what's a good way to clean your dirty RC without just hosing it down or whatever, if it's just dusty, Luke, mate, you got to get one of these coffee cups. They're the best. Anyway, if you want to be able to just wipe your dust off and such without having to wash the whole truck down, dry it, etc., microfiber cloth. Definitely recommend it. You can get them from bloody anywhere and they're cheap. So that's why I left this a bit dusty. That and I've been flat out and I haven't had time to clean it. So I'm going to give it a quick wipe, and hopefully there's not too many scratches underneath it, because I haven't seen yet after Ryan and I went out. There's some marks, if I'm honest. I don't know how much you guys can see. But look, I've said from the start, I don't build shelf cleans, and this is the proof. I put a lot of effort into this paint, and then I went and scratched it all to pieces. Why do we do it? Why do we do it? Right, Luke's, Brian, scale real dirt. Yes, the dirt here is the most scaleless of all dirts. Luke, man, that thing makes a camel truck look small back there. Yeah, but the truck's back there. Look, honestly, this is a pretty beefy bit of kit. Look at it. But saying that, when you drive it, it doesn't look stupid big. I remember when I first drove the TRX4, it's like, this thing's massive. But as soon as you drive this truck, you forget all that. And you just start, man, there's some scratches on this side. You just start really enjoying the truck for what it is. And seriously, it's awesome. Oh, those scratches. I'm going to polish this truck later. I'm going to have to, just to see if I can get some of those scratches out. Well, I'll wipe a little bit more of this dust off, so that you guys don't think you're looking at some old bomby second-hand piece of crap. Too dirty. Too scratchy. I didn't think I was that bad on it. But then, when Ryan and I went out with these trucks, I didn't want to baby it. I wanted to drive it. I wanted to enjoy it, and I did. Right, so let me know if there's any particular pieces you want to see of this. I can whip the cab off and show you underneath. Look, if I get my fingers out from underneath. That's the bed cap. Canopy, we call it here. That's the bed cap. Now, these, look at it. It's just, wait for it, I've got to do it. That way. That door opening like that is enough to make you jump on Rob's website and buy one of these trucks. Look at that. It's got a little gas struts and everything. And they weren't horrible to put together. When I seen the size of the springs for those things, I was like, oh, this is going to be dreadful. But they actually weren't bad at all. I thought Ryan would have cleaned all your rigs while he was there. Nah, Ryan didn't even clean his own truck before he went back. It went back with Australian sand on it. Michael's joined us. Thanks for joining, Michael. Much appreciated, mate. Luke, that's what you get for letting a yank redneck drive your rig. Bah-ha-ha. I don't think Ryan drove this that much. Oh, he did a bit the first day. Ryan, I think, was a bit surprised by this truck, and now he wants one. Look, I'll say to anyone, these trucks aren't... They're not an SCX-10. An SCX-10 is just a bare-bones Lexan body truck designed to sort of scratch its way over rocks. And anyone can argue the point as much as they like. That's what they are. This is a hard-body truck. I mean, it's more scale. It's got more fancy bits on it. Brian, make the tailgate open too. If I was more confident in my abilities with the Dremel, you could do it. You could. 3 cuts. And a cut across here. Then all you've got to do is hinge it. I mean, you could do it. If you want to do it, do it. Show me how it turns out. Because I'm not cutting this up. Look, these things are wicked. I love these things. So this is your PG4. Now this truck's been out for a little bit. It's, in my opinion, not as popular as it should be. I'll keep trying to hold this in different angles so you guys can see whatever you want to see. If there's any bits you want to see, let me know. They've been out for a little bit and they're not as popular as they should be, which just makes me wonder. Why would you buy an SCX-10 when you could buy one of these? That just doesn't make sense. You know, it comes with metal bead locks, chrome bumpers. This bull bar comes with it too. What else has it got? It comes with a factory light kit, which is stupid detailed. It's not just, oh, here's a couple of crappy LEDs. This thing, it's fully detailed light kit. When you get the bed cap canopy, that comes with a light for the top of the back here. That top back light I wired in through my brake lights. 2-minute process. So now this works as a normal brake light as well. So it's a park and brake light. Scalers, mate, scalers. Right, I whipped the cab off. Ryan's joined us. Thanks for joining, Ryan. Before I whip the cab off, here's underneath of it. Now I know, before anyone says anything, I know this is grey, right? I'm going to hand paint all this underneath black. I'm going to do the same with the other truck. The neighbour's picked a brilliant time to fire up his whippersnapper. Anyway, we will push on. See this here? It's a bit hard for me to show you here without bashing everything. This here is a locking tab for the cab. There is one this side too. To take the cab off, you rotate both of these these locking tabs downwards. Then you simply grab the cab. I just locked it on, didn't I? It was already unlocked. Alright. This is going lovely. Okay, now it's unlocked. It's not unlocked! What am I doing wrong? Why won't that move? I'm pushing the wrong piece. There we go. Sorry lads, sorry about this. Technical difficulties and all that. Right. There, right. That's how your cab comes off. Yes, I'll paint the inside of that black too before we start. Now, the only little niggle know it's hard to see what I'm talking about here. The only little niggle I've got with this truck and the light kit is, and this can be easily rectified yourself, there needs to be a little plug between the cab lights and the electrics box. So that way when you take your cab off like, that's going to get stuck again. Take your cab off like this, you can just set it on the back. So that's easy for your battery change. Your battery's right at the front here. I would like a little plug in between the cab and the electrics box. That way I can just do a quick unplug it, sit the cab to the side, do what I want to do with the truck. Right. That's the front of your truck. Stay cab. So we've got our fancy new shocks there. I really quite like those. Ryan was quite impressed with those too when he was here. Battery mounts up the front. Servo mounts. Can't see servo mounts in there on top of the div. These come with a plastic drive shaft. I've said in a previous live feed that whippersnipper man. How loud's that for you guys? Can you hear that? There's always something, isn't there? If it's not flies, it's people out there cutting grass. Anywho, pushing on. So your battery mounts up the front. All your electrics are inside this box here. Now, there's an optional speaker and sound kit you can get for these trucks, which I've opted for. So there's a 2.5-inch speaker hidden in there, and inside this box there is a spider's web of wires. I've managed to squeeze in here. Is it really that loud, Chris? Tell me. Bloody hell. Mate, go away! Really? Anyway, I'm just going to have to push on. Sorry about the noise. It'll stop shortly. It can't be too long because these yards are tiny. So inside this box here, I've got the sound kit, the light kit, the receiver. There's got to be, and the ESC, all in that box. So Lars is saying it's not that loud. You boys, can you stop putting crap on this? Really? Yeah. So you can fit all your electrics in this box. They do come with an extra little receiver box, but I didn't want to have this, then this, then this. So I didn't put the receiver box in there. I managed to get the receiver straight in here. Does it take away from your range? Probably. But this is a crawler. How often are you more than 20 foot away from a crawler? Never really. So I'm running Tactic. Make some more noise, mate. Really? Wow, it's going to be one of those feeds. Good thing these go for an hour. Hopefully he'll be gone by then. No, I'm not running a Tactic one. I'm running a cheap one, this one. And it's fine. I can drive this truck plenty far away, and this all being squished in here doesn't affect anything. Let me see if I can give you guys another look underneath without getting everything stuck. Again, let me know if there's anything you want to see upon these vehicles. These are a single speed truck running I believe it's a 27 turn brush motor. I forget. Yes, 27 turn brush motor from Cross do their own motors. You will also notice this truck has the upgraded drive shafts. Pretty bloody strong. I believe the farm truck runs the same ones, and they're Mickey Mouse. If it'll pull that thing, you're not going to break them in this. So this is underneath. Now, this was something I said when I first built this truck. These sliders on the side, I'll sit that up there because I'm going to irritate myself with it. These sliders on the side are the chrome pieces. Now, I was a bit panicky that I was going to scratch the chrome straight off these. You can ask Ryan if you like. Ask him, I don't mind. How much did I bash these rock sliders up against rocks? They have, like barely any scratches on them. No chromes is gone. You can see a few slight scratches on there. That gives you a pretty good indication of how well plated these things are. I didn't think about it until I got home. It's like, oh crap, I must have ripped all the chrome off those sliders. But no, I didn't. And I'm really quite happy about that because I quite like them. So, yes, there's those. Black or stainless bolts supplied. They're all black, Chris, as most trucks are these days. job putting the cab on, mate. The front does have its own little lock system. I think I know why this is tight. It's because it's got dirt everywhere. Because I went and plowed it through dirt. I mean, look at the front bumper. My bad. Metal beadlock wheels with hub covers. Wicked. A must. When you build these wheels, pay attention to how the holes line up. Because if you don't, you'll put it together, you put the next one together, you put the next one together, and you'll come back and go, oh crap, 2 of them are wrong. You can actually line them up incorrectly, and the little holes won't line up properly. See how perfectly lined up they are? If it looks like that when you look at it straight on, you've cocked it up. And you don't want to do that because it's bloody annoying. These are the stock tyres. Yes, these are the stock tyres. I forget how big they are. I've got a rule here somewhere. I'm going to give it to you in millimetres. These are 105 millimetres tall. They are 40 millimetres wide. They're a pretty beefy tyre. They're not hugely tall, but they're wide, and that works. I mean, man, they're good tyres. I was actually quite surprised. I said to Ryan, but they've got just the right sort of squish. It's enough to take the weight of the truck. I can leave this truck sitting on the foams, and I know it's not just going to make flat spots. The foams have got enough density to keep it where it needs to be. They're good tyres, man. I mean, for a tyre that comes with a truck out of the box, every single cross truck I've got, love the tyres. There's not many kits, like 10-2 kit. The tyres are okay, but they're not a tyre that you go, you know what, I'm quite happy with those tyres and I'll leave them there. These tyres are going to stay on there until they're bald. That's how much I like these tyres. So, is there anything else on this you want to see? Any other details before we go to the next truck, which I'm thinking is going to be the farm truck, because that thing hasn't seen the light of day for a long time. Poor bloody thing. I feel sorry for it. It's just been sitting on the shelf crying at me. It's not a shelf queen. I've just had too many other trucks I've been playing with to drive it. I really need to get it outside. Ben, 105, thought they were bigger. On the tyre it says 108, so my measurement may be slightly off. So I mean 108, it's not huge still. Not for a truck this size. So it's a big truck, and no, that's not clipped in properly. You know, but it's like I say, it's not stupid. The wheelbase is pretty much bang on with the Defender TRX4. Dennis was saying about the drive shaft angle. Honestly, Dennis, when you hold it up, yeah, it does look like it's bad. Once it's sitting down, it's not too bad. It doesn't notch anywhere or anything like that. In saying that, you've always got the option too. If you don't like the drive shaft angle, you can take a bit out of the top, add a bit to the bottom, or vice versa, to rotate the diff without moving it forwards or backwards. But I've noticed no issues, and I set it up as the box goes. The book, not the box. Matt's joined us. Thanks for joining. Luke, how's the Samex Ute going? Haven't seen it for a while. Sitting right there, mate. It's brilliant, because nothing's happened to it since the last time we've seen it. Right, I'm going to set this one aside. If you decide you want to see anything else on this one, let me know. But for now, that's going to the side. Ever so gently. Right, so now we're going to do... I'm going to sip my coffee. I really need some more coffee. Right, now we're going to do... Oh, man, it's... People ask me if I've got a favourite cross truck. It's so hard to have a favourite because they're all so pretty. This is one of the prettiest of all. It's one of those vehicles that it's so ugly it's beautiful. Have you heard of those? Are you ready? Here she is. This is heavy. Actually, that's not that bad. It's near on par with the PG4. A little bit heavier. This is the Cross RC GC4. It's been a long time since I've had to say the name of this one, so if I missed anything. Right, so this is the GC4. Full scale interior. This thing's the roof, removable. Underneath the roof, just make sure nothing's going to fall out of here. Inside there, you've got your full interior. Check that out. I'm just going to give you a minute to take that in, Because look at it. What do you think of that? Do you like that? Let me know what you think of it. People are knocking on the door, but I can't go because I'm on the live feed. So what do you think of that? Now this thing is a touch heavier than the PG4, but that's for good reason. This has got the same 2-speed metal gearbox with metal gears as the PG4L. Look, it's a wicked truck. Cool, it's right-hand drive. It's left-hand drive, Chris. It's left-hand drive. Mirrored live feed, remember? Mirrored live feed. Left-hand drive. We've got Herschel in there from The Walking Dead. Don't like The Walking Dead, but Herschel was a good fit for this truck. I believe it says 110 scale on the box. I've never seen one of these in person. I have seen them on YouTube, and to look at it, probably around 1/12. But you know what? I don't care, because look at it. Look at that, would you? Here's something I do like about cross stuff. In behind this fancy stuff is, in fact, you can't see it very well because this isn't focusing. There is mesh in behind there. I like that. That's good. I'm going to put the roof back on, and then we're going to go into some more details about what you get with this truck. And if you've got any questions about what you get with this truck and everything else, let me know. Now's the time to do it. While my memory's fresh. Harley's joined us. Thanks for joining, Harley. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out there and shove that door clean up their bums. Right. In here, we have the factory speaker. Factory speaker in here. This comes with the kit. All you have to do with this one's buy the sound kit. This does have a sound kit too. I've got a YouTube video, 2 YouTube videos with this thing out running with the sound kit. So if you want to hear it, go and watch it. This is much like a Tamiya kit in the sense of if you flick your stick to the right, it'll start the truck up. If you flick it to the left, it'll pip the horn. Flick it to the right again, it'll turn it off, accelerate, brake, etc. Then you've got your light kit. The light kit comes factory with the truck, so you don't have to go and spend that extra. That does your headlights, which are switchable, park lights stay on, indicators front and rear, cab lights across the top, interior light. There is actually a little light underneath this light board here. So at the back of here, there's another light underneath, which lights everything up. Now, someone was saying, can you turn the lights on? I possibly could. I would have to find a battery. Yeah, look, give me a sec. I'll see if I can do it. Now, I've got this truck. Look, Steve Martin's joined us. For those that don't know, it's Steve Martin's birthday today. He's turned 55. Everyone gives Steve... He hasn't turned. I don't know how old he's turned. Everyone wish Steve a happy birthday. Thanks for joining us, Steve. So I'm running the farm truck here, the GC4, on this. I'm also running the PG4 on this. I'm running the Traxxas on this. These are bloody awesome. If you want one, I suggest you get one and get it from Robert Mazza because he got them for pretty cheaps, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the exact price. Rob can confirm that, but get one. They're bloody good. And for crawlers, they're wicked. The amount of sensitivity you've got in your thumb with these is so much better than trying to pull a trigger. Definitely look into one of these if you like options as well. You can run your winches, your lights, and all that sort of such. 6 channels. So these are definitely a good option. Right, I'm going to turn this on. I have to go through the menu and change it to this. Now, I can't remember how loud I've got this set. It's probably flat out. Tony's joined us. Thanks for joining, Tony. Right, I'm going to quickly go through my system dealie here. Model select. GC4. Lovely. This will reset itself. Now, hopefully, all of the settings are still as they should be. There is every chance I'll turn this on and the truck will race off the bench. I really hope it doesn't, because the pieces, putting it back together will be painful. Ben's saying someone else only got a loading screen. Is anyone else out there got a loading screen? Because apparently that's all Ben's getting. Maybe, I know it's not my internet, so before Tony starts with those jokes, okay? Right. I believe this LiPo's got some charge. Now, before I put the battery in it, you want to know where the battery goes? Battery goes in here. Brilliant idea. Now, you do have to build this box, and it is a little bit painful, if I'm honest. But I love the idea of it. This box hides the back of your 2-speed transmission and opens up so you can put your battery in it. That's awesome. So, I'm not going to try... I don't think... I want to put that in the box, but with how some of these LiPo cables are, I don't like bending, and I don't like bending them because you worry things are just going to blow up in your face. I'll plug it in. I'll see if I can sneak that in the box. That is a 4000 2S LiPo. Plug that in there. Now, because these batteries are usually a decent distance away from your ESC, Cross does actually include a battery extender cable. Lovely. Now, I've nearly got this in here. Oh, that's going to fit nicely. Lovely. So, that LiPo fits in there, no dramas. Wicked. Now, where did I put the power button? It's been far too long since I touched this truck. There it is. Right, truck is on. You right? I can't remember what everything's set to. Headlights are something here. Not that one. Oh, I can't remember. That's gear change. Not that one. Not that one. There we go, headlights. That didn't take all day, did it? I'll switch that off. This gives you a little bit of an idea. The headlights are slightly yellowed, and you can see the interior light in the cab. Check that out. Is that cool or what? Details. Indicators. Bright indicators. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if it'll start up with the sound kit. Now, this could be bloody loud. Ben, 1080. Yes, this one is. And they're brilliant ESCs. Heaps adjustable for everything you want to do. External power button that's waterproof. Lovely. I recommend you get one. This one's got one. The PG4L has got one. The PG4 is going to get one. Got it here in the box. They're wicked ESCs. Right. So to start this sound kit up, now this could be loud and you probably won't hear a word I'm going to say, but I'm going to do it anyway. To start this truck up, I have to hold my left stick to the right. Now, if you don't have your trim level set Mickey Mouse, they've got to be just to the right point. It won't start. It'll just go and the sound will cut out. When I first tried to show Ryan how all this sound stuff worked, that's exactly what happened. So this could go pear-shaped, and it's not the truck's fault. It's my fault, because I won't have had this set up properly. So cross your fingers. Let's see if it works. It's been a long time since I've touched this truck. Oop, not quite. All right, bear with me. I will adjust the trim here. Not that one. Servo set. What's that one? That's the rudder. I need to drop. That's what I need to do. I need to drop the rates down to there-ish. You're just going to have to bear with me here. Nope. This was why. This is the only annoying thing about this sort of stuff. Now, you guys that have messed with a thing. You guys that have messed with MFCs and such with the Tamiya trucks will have dealt with this sort of thing. Now, for all I know, that LiPo's probably not charged. That'd just be stupid. I may have. I've got a backup LiPo because I've got a feeling that might be what it is. So let me just grab a LiPo out, just in case, before I change all the settings on my truck and ruin it. Neil's joined us. Thanks for joining, Neil. Just wanted to do. It is the 1080 ESC, Steve. Right, that one can go out because I'm pretty sure that's flat. And I think once you get to a certain point with these sound kits, they will stop themselves to essentially let you know that the battery's going flat. If you haven't got a if you haven't got a LiPo cutoff on your truck, these sound kits will stop the engine sound, I believe, if you haven't got enough charge. Right, bear with me. Do you just want me to mess with this or not? Because this could take a little bit. You let me know, because frustrating. Shush gear changer. Right. I'll drop that down to there. Nope. Let me know. I'm waiting for a. If you don't want me to mess with it, I won't. I know some of you guys out there are sitting there going, I want to hear this thing. Make sure all these switches are where they possibly should be. Nope. I forget what the value is that it needs to be. So, I'm sorry for this. Too late. Oop, nearly. Nearly. I have to touch stuff, don't I? Really? I've probably made it tenfold worse than it was before. She wants to start. Now, funny you say that, Luke. I can sit here. I don't know if it's because of the trim, but I can sit here and hold it right. Oh, wait. Once you've got it to the point where it'll work, if you sit there and hold your controller to the right, it'll just keep winding over and won't start. This is so annoying. I didn't actually plan on starting this truck through the feet. Frustrating! There's got to be a point here. Right, 70-something%. This is ridiculous. Let me know if this gets too much, because I'll stop, because I don't want to irritate anyone with this. Nope, 70's not enough. I'll try 75. Not enough, apparently. I don't know if it's one of these switches either. I don't know. Are we sick of this yet? Because I feel like this is dragging on for a long time. Oh, that was closer. Yeah, frustrating. Come on, old girl. Just start. She wants to. I'm about to give up, okay? Can you show LC70 dually? No such thing. I think you're thinking about, yeah, I'm DJing, don't you? That's what I'm doing, mate. I'm doing nothing constructive. Come on, old girl. She doesn't want to start. This is annoying me now. Right. I think I've got some sort of my head around it. Now, that was the spot where it needs to be. I just need to adjust everything. So now you can hear now how it sounds when it's just winding over. Come on. You're so close. Oh, I'm about to give up. Who's ready for me to give up? It's got diesel, man. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Okay, are we finished? Is we all finished? Come on, old girl. I'm about to give up. Okay, I'm done. Thanks, truck. I'm done. Okay? It needs a can of, and we have this in Australia, a can called Start You Bastard. Okay? Not swearing there. That's what it's called. Start You Bastard. So, that's some of the sound kit. Will the horn work? No. So the adjustments aren't right there. I give up. I will play with this later after the feed, and I will get it to work Mickey Mouse, and I'll do a video of it, and I'll post it on the page. Okay? It does work brilliantly when you've got everything set up properly. How annoying. So, what I'll do, I'll switch this off, because, I mean, we're getting nowhere with this. I will unplug the battery, because if you don't, you will drain all your juice out of it, because these sound kits run from your battery, not your receiver. So turning the truck off with your button ain't going to help you. You have to unplug your battery. Trust me, I heard of a bloke that killed lipo with this truck doing that. Anyway, yes, it was me. So now with this truck, you can tilt the cab forward. It's very tight because I put a set of headers under mine, and they're not quite all done properly yet. I haven't adjusted everything, but you can tilt the cab forward to reveal the motor. What do you think of that? Is that cool or what? Now this here is actually your receiver box. So I've got the sound kit in there. I've got the light kit in there. I've got the ESC in there. I've got the receiver in there. So I mean, I've crammed it all in there. Actually, no, sorry, the receiver's on the front of the motor. These trucks run a 55 turn cross motor, and it's brilliant. It does a wicked job. This is a 2-speed transmission dealie. I'm going to have to show that from underneath because you can't see it otherwise. Dennis, swap out the starter whilst you're there. You heard the starter wearing over. Wasn't that? I'm just not getting the spark, Dennis. The only thing I don't like is how low the transmission hangs. You know what? When I first seen these trucks, I thought the same thing. And not once have I ever been stuck on the transmission. When you drive your 4x4s off-road, 4Bs, as you call them here, when you drive them off-road, you don't drive so that stuff's going to hit underneath the middle of your truck. You just don't. Same deal when you drive these. If you drive without caring what's going on under the middle of your truck, you're going to get stuck, and then you're going to say your truck's shit, and that's not how you drive any truck like this. This, is that not the cleanest, tidiest, and now I don't mean because I haven't driven it, but is that not one of the cleanest, tidiest setups you've ever seen for underneath an RC truck? It just is. These bad boys come with metal diff casings. It's such a nice truck. This truck here was one of the most fun kits I've ever built, and it's because when you build just the rolling chassis, I smashed that out in about two hours. Didn't take me long. You build it and you sit there and go, it's designed smartly. You know, everything goes together really nice. All the cross stuff I've done goes together really nice. There's never been anything I've gone, shit, why won't this fit? Just all go together. This thing though, there was just something special about it. I mean, look under there, man. That's Mickey Mouse. Do you like that setup? Some beefy leaf springs in this thing. There's under the front. I've still got to change the servo in this truck. That's the old Traxxas servo. Yep, that's me in the cab. No old fellow there. Funny buggers, ain't you? Now, something I did do with mine, I didn't put the normal side window in it. I thought I'd be all clever and scale and such. And I got a sheet of clear Lexan, and I cut a piece of it and I made my own little windows halfway down. And that was just for my benefit. So that's actually, I think that's a Dennis in the cab. I don't know. Is that you, Dennis, in there or what? So anyway, now for those wondering, this mirror, I literally just knocked off and it's on the floor. Okay, so I know where that is. So this is the GC4. If you want a cool bloody scale truck, I mean, let me just swing this little latch here, and I'll swing this little latch here. What am I called it? I'm called on that side. You can actually open the tailgate. It's not very easy when you're holding the truck away from you. Swing the tailgate open, load it up with stuff, swing it back up, lock your latches. Sky West. Right, I'm going to set this on the ground. This truck back over here. These trucks are heavy. When you're just sitting here holding one up, showing people, they're heavy. Right, so that's the GC4. What did you think of that? Do you like that? Bumper, plastic bumper. Okay, that's probably the only thing I can fault on that truck. I don't like that it's got a plastic bumper. But, Brian, I've been eyeballing the GC4M. That's a pretty cool bit of kit, mate. That is a really nice truck. I mean, essentially, it's the same as this. The tray's different. I don't know if they did any updates to the truck as they made it. But, I mean, I sit here and I enjoy looking at this truck. I love driving it, and I'm going to get it out more. I have to. Because, I mean, it's so pretty. I love these trucks. When you can sit there and look at a truck that's on your shelf, and it's not a shelf queen, but if you just sit there and look at it and go, damn, that's a pretty truck, and you think yourself lucky that you own it, you bought the right truck. If you bought a truck and it just sits on your shelf and it's beaten and it's battered and you don't really care about it, why'd you buy it? So, this is why I love this stuff. I'm passionate about these cross trucks. They're wicked. Okay, so there's that one. Next on the list is, okay, Demon or PG4L. You guys decide. What do you want to see? Any questions about the GC4? I don't know where that mirror went. There it is. This has not been a great live feed so far, if I'm honest. I did not intend to knock that off. But it's okay, I've got it. I haven't lost it out on the trail, I just blew it back in. Steve Martin wants to see the PG4L. Does anyone else want to see that? Does anyone want to see the Demon? The Demon's a pretty wicked bit of kit. True story. Dennis wants to see the PG4L. I can see where this is going. Okay, that's the PG4L. Now, this one's still dirty from yesterday. Yesterday? Whenever it was. It's still dirty, right? This one is heavy. Tanky McTank Tank. Also, this one's been called Road Hog for a bloody good reason. This is a fatty. Like, in a good way. As far as having a fatty goes, just make sure that's attached so I can show you underneath. And yes, as mentioned earlier, this will be painted black. Hand paint, thick paint, you gotta get it. This is the underneath. This is a big truck. That's the underneath of the PG4L. Now, if you don't like that, there's something wrong with you. Because, I mean, look at it. It is just a tank of a truck. Now, I don't know how many of you paid attention to the YouTube video I did. You'll notice that there's a spot where the Demon's going up and around and whatever else. And to any rock crawler, it's steep. And then I drove this thing up there, and it just walked it up there. Tama was with me yesterday. She was with me, and even she had a look on her face. Now, she doesn't really care about this stuff. She'll go with me. She'll amuse me for it. She'll go with me. But even she looked at it like, should that do that? This thing's incredible. Now, I love the PG4, the standard one. I really do. There's something about that truck that I just love. It's hard. I mean, I love this thing too. It's hard not to like this truck. It's beefy. It's heavier than the GC4, heavier than the PG4, heavier than the Demon, possibly heavier than the TRX4, and that's got a pound of brass underneath it. I mean, look at it. What could you not like about this truck? Is that not a pretty thing? Now, I've got to try. This is the problem with it. It's so big, I've got to hold it back further so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. Get a load of that. Now, something else too. When I first seen these trucks, I thought, my God, that is a massive pumpkin. And I thought that's going to catch on everything. And it doesn't. It's really, I mean, it's one of those, you have to drive it like you would a proper four-wheel drive, and if you don't, you'll pay for it. Drive your trucks properly. If you whack your bloody pumpkins everywhere, don't go, the truck shit, the pumpkin hits everything. That's how you drive your truck. It's got nothing to do with this, right? But I mean, look at the bloody thing. Is that not a wicked setup or what? I mean, how could you not like this? Yeah? If you didn't before, you do now. The only thing I don't like about these is they do wail around a bit and can whack up on hit. I'm going to put some heat shrink around the wire piece that it's on. Oh, that's heavy. I'm going to put some heat shrink on the wire that it's on to try and tighten it all up a bit. I'll throw my arm out. Let me know what you want to see on that truck, because I can't just keep holding up. It's with how my back is, I'm actually got a weight limit that I'm supposed to pick up. So let me know what you want to see and I can go, here it is, and show you. It is an awesome truck. Again, another really fun kit. The PG4 was the same. Everything went together really well. It's just, you don't find yourself aggravated. Steve Martin, I want to see it on my desk. I bet you do, Steve. I bet you do. Buy one. Get one. They're awesome. Jacob Chester's joined us. Thanks for joining, Jacob. Whilst you have a think about if there's anything on the PG4L you want to see. Okay, this thing's still pretty heavy. It feels bloody tiny now, though. Look at the size of this little thing. This isn't small. This is SCX10 size. But just this cab fits in the back of the PG4L. Yeah. So, I mean, it just gives you an idea of how big that bloody thing is. It's huge. The Demon. This thing's awesome. And so, look, how clean is that? It's got probably the world's tiniest transfer case. I drove this off the back of the trailer yesterday, and Tamara said, is that even turned on? That's how bloody quiet this truck runs. And I was surprised. I did have a little squeak from the drive shaft on the first run. And I was like, oh, God, not a squeak. Used to get them in SCX10s all the time. I got a squeak, and it was like, I have to fix this. I really do. Pulled the drive shafts apart, greased the little balls in there, sorted it. While I was there, re-greased everything, because I was just in one of those, if I'm going to do this, I'll grease everything moods. And this thing is so quiet to drive, it's just stupid. Someone commented on that little video where I put it up on the trailer. They said, I've never seen a crawler with such good throttle control. What fancy electrics have you got? So you're going to be quite surprised. It's got the factory motor in it, and it's got an axial ESC in it. Nothing fancy. I mean, it does have, I've got no fingernails now, probably won't be able to get this undone. There we go. It does have a big V8 in it. I love that. I do quite enjoy this. Now, I know it's not a full-blown scale motor. I know that. But it's something that Cross didn't have to do, but they did. Well, this could have just been a closed bonnet, like the trail finders. But it's not. You can open it, and there's a detailed engine bay in there. Reasonably detailed, considering what it is. Especially when you take into account, there's an ESC sitting under here. There's a receiver sitting under here. There's the motor, the RC motor sitting under there. You can see it through there. Right? And then you've got full inner fender wells. Those dealies that loop all the way up around here. You've got shock hoops that are mounted into the inner fender wells. This truck is bloody well thought out. There's a lot of people I've seen, and I don't like taking the piss out of anyone, I don't. But there's a lot of people I've seen do modifications to these trucks that they don't need, right? A lot of people, when they first got these things, said, it rolls over too much. If you don't set up your shocks properly, it will. Any truck will. If your shocks don't have enough give and they don't move in the right way, your truck will literally push itself over if your shocks are too stiff. And you can see with this, nice and squishy and soft. It's like an expensive mattress. When I first drove my truck, I was a little bit disappointed. because I didn't set my shocks up properly. I came home, I pulled them apart, I redid it as per the video I've done. I drove it again and it was like, oh my God, it's a new truck and it's wicked. It is. It's a bloody awesome truck. I mean, it comes, depending on what version you get, comes with its own winch. Oh, there's a winch controller in under that motor plate too. The winch is brilliant. It's got its own winch controller. I plugged that into the third channel. This is running the cheap Tactic radio. Plugged it into the third channel. Didn't have to configure anything. I just pushed a button and it works. That's good. Scale interior. I mean, there's people out there that'll try and compare this truck to an SCX-10. In my opinion, you can't. This has got a scale hard body on it. It's got a full scale interior. Light kit. The whole deal. It's a jacked up comp truck that you'd see on the back of someone's trailer. Like the video yesterday. Let me have a quick look at these comments here. Looks good to me, says Tony. I would like to someday... I would like one someday after I finish my current projects. Get one. Ryan saying it needs a chassis mounted servo. No, it doesn't. It just doesn't. This is what we've got to remember. There's a limit to how much scale we can go with a truck like this. Can you see where the motor and trans is? You can see it up in there. It just doesn't need it. Yep, I get that people have done it because they want to go extra scale and whatever else, but it does not need it. In my opinion, you will get better push from your servo if it's mounted to the diff than you will from mounted from the chassis. Buggy scale, Ryan. This has got a light-up dashboard in it. Show me an SCX-10 that's got one of those without someone spending a fortune on it. If someone said to me, I'd trade you 5 SCX-10s for your Demon, I'd say, nah, you can keep it. Because this is better. In my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine. I'm entitled to mine, you're entitled to yours. When it comes down to it, value for money, this truck is bloody good. Now, this is the flagship expensive version. Do I think it's worth the money? Yep. And this is the first version with 1,000 bolts on the rear differential cover and the front differential cover. Steve. Hey, Johnny, say hi to Max. Hi, Max. Who's Max? Sorry, mate. I don't know who you're talking about. Wicked trucks. You know, and this is why it surprised me that you guys are saying, show me the PG4. I mean, I know why Christian and Oscar want to see it. I'll explain that shortly. You know, show me the PG4L. This thing is bloody awesome. This is one of those trucks that as I built it, I had to sit there and say, well done, Cross, because this is awesome. I went round to Christian Oliver's house with this truck. I sat it on his bench. And I only took it around there to show him. I actually went round there to modify the cage on my camel truck. I sat up on the bench and said, what do you reckon? And he went like this. literally 5 minutes later, bought one. I've never seen Christian fall in love with a truck as quick as he did with this. So, for Christian to fall in love with something like this, it's awesome. Steve, thanks, my son's friend who was watching with me. Wicked. Thanks for watching, Max. Much appreciated, mate. Neil, what's tonight's special surprise? And when does the 8x8 arrive? I believe the 8x8 is being released in June or August. One of the two. I think it's June. Price? No idea. I'm going to continue to pester Robert for information, and as soon as he gets it, you guys are going to get it first, because that's what I've been trying to do since this thing came out. So my goal is to try and, I mean, there's a lot of guys in this group that like to cross trucks, and that's why I'm doing today's thing. There's a lot of guys in the group, including myself, that love cross trucks, so I'm going to try and keep everyone up to date with all the cross information as soon as I can get it. Now, here's a question for you. Let's put this back first. Who would like to see me build one of the BC8s? Oh, I know I'd like to build one. God damn, that's a nice looking truck. I don't know if you guys went through all those pictures, but bloody hell, what a truck. I mean, the dashboard, how it all lights up, and it's just awesome. I want one. I really do. Steve Martin apparently wants to see one because he smashed the crap out of the like button. So has Dennis Fraser. Right, now we can sort of get into the exciting stuff. Just remember, we've got these RCs here. If you want to see any more about them, let me know. I'm going to have a swig of me coffee. I've got a cheat sheet here. I don't usually do cheat sheets. I usually keep... What do you want to see, Lars? Anyway, you want to see me build the BC8, mate? Hopefully I can do it. Tony, I relate to cross tracks with... Yeah, and this is exactly right. Tony, you would enjoy the GC4. Because to build the tray, you've got to glue everything together. Man, that was daunting. When I first built that truck, I looked at all the pieces for the tray and went, shit. Because there's a lot of pieces for that tray. All the wooden boards, separate. All the runners underneath the tray, separate. Sides are separate, the front and back separate. I mean, there's so many pieces to that tray. I was recommended I use this. Tamiya cement. Don't use this. On a truck like that, this is fine on models that are going to just sit on your shelf and do nothing, right? On a truck that's going to go out and actually shake about and move, don't use this. It won't hold. Essentially, every piece I did with that glue that was going to be bumped or whatever else, I shook it. Half of them come off, I super glued them back on so that I know they won't move, because I don't want to lose like the little tie down tags and such on the side of the truck. Just don't want to lose them. Right, anywho's, sipping me coffee, big reveal. It's nearly bloody cold now. So, as you guys know, I love my cross trucks and I love the PG4. I was approached the other night by Robert, who of course works in conjunction with Cross. Robert's going to release a special edition PG4. He's excited yet? I want to see some likes and loves, because this is cool stuff, right? Massive stuff. When Robert started to explain to me a bit more about this special edition PG4, he mentioned that it was going to be a Johnny Burden Signature Series edition. Come on! I mean, is this the coolest thing or what? So, there is going to be a Cross RC Johnny Burden Signature Series PG4. Honoured. Seriously, fangirl nearly cried over it. This is massive stuff. So, it's Ryan's right. It's huge. Is that how you do his accent or voice? I don't know. So, there's going to be a limited edition PG4. Now, in my opinion, everyone in this group needs one of those trucks. They are bloody awesome. What do you get with your limited edition PG4? This thing is bloody limited. Just, do you want to know how many trucks there is to start with? I mean, if you're thinking about getting the truck, now's the time, because this thing's stupid limited. Originally, it was going to be 4 trucks, which I know it's nothing. But this is limited edition. Originally, it was going to be 4 trucks. 2 of those have already sold. So I pestered the shit out of Rob. I said, mate, I'm going to need another 2 trucks. So now it's 4. Now it's 4 trucks again. So limited edition of 6 trucks. All going well. If this is something you guys are really interested in, hopefully we can do another run of them. Now, the sort of stuff you're going to get with your limited edition Signature Series Johnny Burden truck. You're going to get the PG4 kit. I've got it written down here. Here we go. Cheat sheet. I don't usually do cheat sheets, but okay. So you're going to get the PG4 kit, obviously. Without that, you've got nothing. You are going to get the upgraded shocks, which are just ask Ryan. They are the shit, right? And that's front and rear. You get the upgraded shocks. You are also going to get the upgraded drive shafts, which are, again, awesome. They just... you will also get BCRC decals, of course. You will get a BCRC scale banner, of course. Then you're going to get limited edition limited edition decals, including unique numbers per truck. Your box will be numbered, the decal. You'll have decals in your box for the truck so that you can go, I've got number 1. You're going to be the only person in the world with number 1. So your truck can be numbered. Right. Last is saying only 6 in total. At the moment, yes. And 2 have already sold. So this is hot stuff, fellas. Now I'm going to tell you why it's hot in just a moment. I mean, you get BCRC decals, it's hot. But so you get your limited edition signature series decals. Now, if you want to call this wanky, you're welcome to. A part of the limited edition decals will be my signature as a part of the decal. I mean, it's going to look nice. My signature, signature series PG4 logo, the whole deal. It's going to be a nice scale size. Should you want to put it on your truck, you can. Should you just want to keep it, do whatever you want with it. You don't have to use it. I understand some people out there are probably going to go, oh, what sort of wanker is going to put his signature on my truck? Don't have to use it. So, now for the nitty-gritty details. Normally, if you were to buy the PG4 kit, the shocks and the drive shafts, it would run you $469 99 cents. All right? But because Rob loves us so much, and I mean, he's awesome. He's bloody awesome, this bloke. You can buy the Johnny Burden Signature Series PG4. Are you ready? Who's got their wallet out? $379.99. That's US, so there's no confusion. You nearly save it $100. Now that's just on the upgrades. That doesn't take into account your decals, the limited edition decals, the scale banner, etc., and so on. Look, this truck's awesome. If I had $500 sitting in my pocket, I would pay that for the kit without the upgrades. Right? So you're essentially getting $100 free upgrades for this truck. Excuse me. Now, because Rob really loves this, we all love the canopy on that truck, yes? Normally, sorry Dennis, no free steak knives. Normally, the canopy is $79.99, right? If you order the canopy with your limited edition truck, you can get it for $69.99 US dollars. Yeah. Just so you can have another sticky beak at the canopy. Because honestly, I mean, look at this thing. Look at it, damn it. Imagine one of these, right? I mean, essentially, it's this. You got to build it. You got to paint it. But you get a free light kit, Chris, not a free sound kit. Okay? Look, the speakers for these trucks are like $8. The sound kit, crap, this is going to test me. I just add to cart and buy. The sound kit is around $80 US dollars. It might be cheaper. Is it worth it? It is. It's pretty cool. But I mean, this is stuff you can either add as you buy or add later on. That's up to you. There is other upgrades for these trucks, which I've got to add to mine yet because I love it. I really do. I'm going to add it to that one too. So, excuse me, I'm talking way too much. Right. So, for those of you that may consider the canopy. 1, is it awesome? Yeah, look at it. Okay, so the canopy comes grey plastic. These pieces, look, these vent pieces are separate, right? The window pieces are separate. Now here's, in my opinion, this is worth the money by itself. I keep hitting my other truck here. Sorry, farm truck. When you get this canopy, it actually comes with window masks. Window masks for these so you can spray your bloody window sills with a bloody can and it doesn't run everywhere. Genius. That alone is worth the money. Excuse me, my throat's all dry and too much talking. Then, I mean, this here, this little door here, that's worth $80. It just is. I mean, look at it. you've got a little brake light up in here. Now, you've got long enough wires. I ran my wire. Which side did I go? Okay, it's so scale. I ran my wires across here, down here, straight down, drilled a tiny little hole in the tray of the bed, comes out here, runs along with the rest of the wires and joins into the kit. You've got to look pretty hard to find it. I mean, look at it. I can't stress enough, guys. Like, let me sit this down without breaking anything. Right. I need some iced coffee. So, what do you think? Is this not the coolest bloody thing you've ever heard of, or what? I mean, I know it's got my name on it. To me, blown away. Massive deal for me. It really is, because I love these trucks. If I could only have one RC in the world, it'd be a cross truck. It just would be. Love those bloody things. How cool's this? You're saving near $100. Now, here's something too. And I had a good chit chat with Rob about this. This is more so for the people in Australia that buy the truck. If you buy, we know postage isn't cheap, and that's just part and parcel of postage these days. If you buy the canopy with your truck, Rob will, provided it'll fit, he'll take the canopy out of the box that it comes in, which is about yay big, right? And he'll see if he can put that in your PG4 kit box, so you don't have to pay postage on the canopy. I mean, that's looking after us, I reckon. That's bloody spot on. Man, my throat's dry. So, but what a bloody cool thing. I nearly fell off my chair last night when Rob came to me with all this. Like, just crazy stuff. It was last night, probably the night before. Crazy stuff. Jason Hoy's joined us, mate. You've just missed everything. Everything. Where can you order one? Wicked question. Normally I'd say go to the Cross website. What I'm going to say is talk to Rob. Talk to Robert. We're looking at releasing these things in the next about 3 weeks. You can pre-order. So if you want to get in, lay some money down, say, yep, I'll fix you up before it's released or whatever else, speak to Rob about all that. I know 2 fellas have already put their names down. Mr. Leach has put his name down for one. Oscar's put one aside for himself as well. So there's 4 left. Now, if this thing goes crazy and just sells out real quick, I've already pestered Rob. I said, mate, if these things just walk out the door and people want more, we've got to do more. Please. So that's my goal. I mean, if this is something you guys get and other people want more of, I'm going to push to do more with it. So look, massive thanks to Robert. He's just a bloody legend and a top bloke. And one day I hope to shake his hand in person. Wicked bloke. Massive thanks to Cross because they've helped with this as well. Look, awesome stuff. Bloody pumped. I can't wait to see what you guys do with these trucks. Because, I mean, I love mine. I really do. Right. Now, there is some other stuff I wanted to say too. For those of you that do have the Demon, almost every single part for the Demon is in stock now on the Cross RC US website. Joe Haps went into Johnny Burton Scale Driver. Really? You wouldn't put me in your own truck, would you? Surely not. Who'd do that? I don't even put myself in my own trucks. Look, honestly, Joe, I'd have no idea where to even look to get something like that done. I wouldn't do one of those scan yourself 3D prints because the prints come out shit. That's just my thoughts on it. The prints generally come out like crap. You don't look anything like yourself. Don't know. If people want it, I can look into it. Man, I don't even know if I put myself in my own truck. Anyway, so all the Demon parts now are pretty much available on crossrcus.com, including bloody Rob. Rob sends me a picture the other night of him fitting one of those new fancy light bars to his bloody Demon. So, Rob, I didn't know you had those. I need one, damn it. So, Demon's going to get a fancy light bar on top. Is there anything else? I've smashed the cheat sheet. We've done that. That's correct, right? That's all done. I can't believe I wrote a cheat sheet. I didn't want to mess up the numbers. All right, so Dennis, I've got a little Johnny and little Ryan, remember. What? What? Joe Haps, BCRC t-shirt and all. That would be pretty cool. Should he wear a mirrored one? Because this is mirrored. As soon as this thing's off, this is all back front. Oh, do you just want to see what came in the mail Monday? Got a box from RC Mark. Right, now, just grab this over here. Just grab this over here. This has probably gone way longer than I expected it to, and I'm sorry if it has. But Mike Jackson, my demon, will be here Tuesday. Enjoy it. If you don't enjoy that truck, there's something wrong with you. Get yourself looked at. The biggest tip I can give you, mate, Loctite. I mean, that's just common sense. Use your Loctite. Don't use the red stuff. You'll be in all sorts of strife. Set up your shocks properly. Now, I had this chat earlier. If you want to see a video on how I set mine up, I can send you a link. Works for me. I'm not calling myself an expert, but it works for me. So you're welcome to try it. Now, this box I was hoping was going to turn up when Ryan was here, but it didn't. It turned up like a day after he left. Neil, who is... Oh, okay, I see what you're doing there. Yeah. Anyway, we all know what it says, Neil. We all know what it says. So this box was supposed to turn up, and in this box was something for Ryan. Bloody handy, eh? Ryan ordered himself a set of 155 year racing beadlock wheels for his truck. So, got your wheels, Ryan. Aren't they tiny? Look at the size of these things. They are bloody nice, though. I really quite like those. I like them so much, in fact, that I did another order on RC Mart and sent Ryan a set straight to his house. So I'm keeping these ones. Ryan does know about it. Brian, a week late. No, they actually turned up last Monday. Not today. They turned up last Monday. Yes, Chris Leach, Ryan did get decals for Rush Creek RC. I made sure of that. Yeah, they turned up. I ticked Express Post on my order, but when I do my orders through RC Mart, I have to let a person know that it's Express, otherwise it comes normal post. I didn't know that. So, it is what it is. I did up another order for a set of wheels, and then I added some extra goodies for Ryan and posted to his house. So, Ryan's got some cool stuff coming, which shouldn't be too far away, if I'm correct. So, yeah, I can't believe how small these things are. 155 year racing rims. Like I said, they're nice. They're bloody nice. Little scale covers there. I quite like these. Suggestions. What truck should I put it on? The Bronco or the Pajero? I do have tyres coming. I did myself another order. Ordered some tyres for some rims I didn't want. Can I see the ring? That ringy? This... I don't know if it's a Facebook update, but this doesn't seem to want to focus on anything now, unless it's this far away. Is that what you want to look at, Brian? Sorry, mate. This is... Dennis is saying the Pajero. So that's the rear. There is obviously the rest of the bolts. That's just there to hold it for travel. They're the rims. So, yeah, I had no plans on using these until they turned up after Ryan had bloody left. And I was like, well, bugger. For the amount of money it cost me to put these in a box and post them to Ryan, it was like, it's not going to cost me much more to bloody just buy a set of wheels for him and send them to his house. So I did. So there's those. Right, I put those to the side. This is how my desk turns into a pigsty. There's the other two. If you're interested in checking these out, WL0120BK. They comes like this. Each wheel is separately bagged inside, and there is a bag full of screws and such in the back. They are bloody nice, and they're actually pretty damn cheap. Check them out. Right, now I'm going to whip through this stuff because it's not huge and important. It's just, we all like CNRC stuff. So, actually, if you like SCART accessories and you want to put them like on the roof of your truck and such that aren't heavy, Extra Speed's got your back. Check that out. We have scale bags. Coffee bags, flour, salt, taters. These things weigh nothing. They cost like $3 on RC Mart, and they're bloody scale. Now, I'll possibly put up some pictures. I have to because this thing doesn't focus anymore. Bloody scale. If you want to check these out, your best bet's just to search SCART accessories on RC Mart. But I'll give you the number anyway. XS59723. Yep. They're bloody good. I quite enjoy those. That's like the third packet of these I've bought. What a problem. Right, next, jerry cans. Must have for all trucks. Do the world a favour. Don't bolt it. Just don't put it on the side of the outside of your truck. Just don't. Because I'm going to have to show you why, and it irritates me. And there's going to be someone out there that's got one of these on the side of their truck, and they're going to call me an idiot because I'm even mentioning it. But, come here, you fat thing. If you've got, I haven't got a spare one laying about, do I? I do. Here's a rusty one I prepared earlier. If you've got one of these jerry cans attached to the side of your truck, what happens when you go down the trail and you hit a bloody stick or something? That's what happens. I'll find that later. Please don't put them on the side of your truck. It's just wrong. Don't bolt them to the back of your tailgate either. It just looks weird. Put them inside the tray and put some pretty bits around it. Okay, you can probably get away with the back of your truck, but only if it's in the right spot. That's just me being a pain in the bum. Next we have, these are for Benny's camel build. These will be going on top of the truck. Couple of little containers there. I'm just going to whip through this stuff. Now, I ordered this shovel, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Oh, not on Benny's truck anyway, it's too big. I could use that with the PG4, because that's pretty much scale for the PG4, but just found a home. Right, I've ordered some more SCART accessories from Air Racings. These are one of those multi-kits that have got a bit of everything. Fake winch, we all know what I do with fake winch, make it look old and rusty. Jerry can, jack, all that sort of goodies. Most of this stuff will probably go on Benny's camel build too. These tools, let me just rip this open and cut it open. Where's everything? This is the problem. When I move stuff around before a live feed, I lose it. Right, these tools, we have an axe, a hoe, make your own jokes about that, and a shovel. These are bloody scale. They're a spot on size. You can dirty these up really nice. I dirtied this one up so much that Air Racing couldn't tell it was theirs. They're brilliant. They do come with these, right, little mounting options. In my opinion, if you want to make them look scale, cut this, have different mounting points that don't just mount 1, 2, 3 together because it sticks out like dog's testicles, that they're all from the same kit. So be smart with how you mount them and where you put them. I actually mounted one of these on Ryan's D90. Welcome back, Ryan. I mounted one of these on Ryan's D90 on his top of his fender. I used a wire tie, a zip tie, whatever you want to call it. I snipped two pieces, I got myself a little length of it, drilled 2 tiny holes in it with my finger drill that I can never ever find when I do a live feed. Drilled 2 little holes in it, 2 tiny scale screws that holds the shovel down. Ryan will post a picture that holds the shovel down on it. Looks scale. Don't use these if you can help it. They're good, just if you can help it. So that's those. What else is in here? Right. Air Racing Servo. That's going in the PGE. Forget what I put in that truck. I think that's going in the PG4. We have another Air Racing Servo. That is going in Benny's truck. Lucky boy, Benny. These are bloody brilliant for the money. Ryan, I just did a bad thing. What did you do? Tell us you bought a truck. Tell us you bought a PG4. Right. Oh, here's another awesome Scar accessory. And here's one prepared earlier. Bam. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. I much appreciate it, mate. And massive thanks for you for putting your name down for one of those signature trucks. That's cool as. It's cool that some Aussies are going to get some of these trucks. I mean, Oscar's getting one. He's just down the road. So that's wicked. Cool stuff. Did you really buy one, Ryan? You didn't, did you? Ryan, come on. Or are you saying, is this where you say, like, you're the owner of something special and then, like, you talk about when your dog does something weird or... whilst Ryan's stretching out his something special. That sounds bad. Yeah, racing cardboard boxes. Bloody cheap. I think they're about $4.90. $4.90, I think. Possibly cheaper, right? These, and there is a crap ton in there, right? Crap ton, turn into these. Did you really buy one, Ryan? Now, Ryan's been saying, as soon as he saw mine, he wanted one. Did you seriously buy? Wow. So does that mean there's only 3 left? Has anyone else got one? Wow. This is exciting stuff. I'm excited for Ryan. I mean, provided he's not pulling my leg. He's already paid for it? Holy crap on a cracker. Well done, sir. That's crazy. Well done, mate. I'm really happy for you. Woo! Wicked stuff. Thanks, Melissa, for letting him get one. Anyway, that's wicked. This is what you can do with those scale boxes. You make them into scale boxes. That's what they are. Value for money. Yeah, racing. If you don't know what it stands for, your ever affordable hobbies. That's what they do. So, I mean, they do more than cardboard boxes, but scale. Yeah, did you get the canopy? Did you get the canopy? I'm so excited for Ryan now. Everyone smash a like and a happy face and love for Ryan because he's bought a signature series PG4. This is wicked. Right, last thing in the box. Another ESC. These are the bad boys that you want. Melissa's joining. Melissa? Thanks for letting Ryan get that bloody truck. That's good stuff. This is exciting. Right. 1080 ESC. Comes with a program card. So, wicked. These things are brilliant. Waterproofs, fully adjustable. They got like 15 different settings on the card. Actually, providing it's not buried in here too far. Yeah, I think it might be. It's buried too far. Riley's joined us. Thanks for joining, Riley. You literally have missed all the excitement. Right, Dennis is saying he just got one of these. Now, who recommended that, Dennis? It's me. They are bloody brilliant. They've got a wicked drag brake set up on them. I mean, the options in these things are awesome. I'm not sponsored by Hobbywing. I'm not. They're bloody awesome. If you haven't had one, if you sit there looking at ESCs and say, the 1060 is cheaper though. Go outside, slap yourself in the face, come back inside and then go, but I think I'll take the 180, the 1080, because it is worth the extra money. Fact. And this, I like this touch. It's professional. Thanks for shopping, or thanks for choosing RC Mart. This is money that RC Mart spends. They don't have to, but they spend it to say thank you to you for choosing their company. I like that. That's bloody good. Right. Whew. What an exciting live feed. Can't believe Ryan brought one of the trucks. That's awesome. Wow. So far then, we've got Chris Leach. I think Chris Leach is trying to be, I don't know who's going to get number one. Rob's got to decide this, not me. So you boys can fight over the number of the truck you get. Wow. Chris Bleach has put his name down for a signature series. Oscar has put his name down for a signature series. Ryan, from out of nowhere, has paid for the signature series. This is just crazy. Man, you threw a curveball there, dude. You really did. I thought you threw a curveball when you farted in my garage day one, but I mean, this tops that. Right. Well, I've shown everything I think I'm going to show. Unless there's something else you guys want to see, but you're going to have to be quick because my back's killing me. Seriously. All right. So is there anything you want to see before we call this quits? I mean, I need another coffee. I need to lay down and rest my back. I need to try and get over the excitement of Ryan just, bam, purchasing one of these trucks. Crazy. Man. Oh. Jacob, mate. Would everyone like to tell Jacob what he missed? Dude, you missed everything. Look, that's up to Rob, who gets number one. I'm not going to get in that fight. You boys can all punch it out between yourselves. Neil wants to see the actual 6x6. Honestly, mate, I've done nothing with it. I haven't. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I just don't know. I've shot myself in the foot by trying to make that 6x6 out of the SMT cage. Everyone makes them with frame rails, and that's easy. I figured, I'm sure I can do it with the cage. Don't do it. It's horrible. So I don't know. It's sitting over there. It's got no electrics in it, which is fine. It's still a 6x6. It looks the same as it did when it was sitting up there not long ago. Nothing's changed on it really. I've got to decide exactly which way I'm going with it. I mean, there's 1,000 ideas floating around here. I've built the PG4L. I've built the PG4. I've built the Demon. I've built what else? I know there's more. I've built the Sam XS CX10. I built my camel truck. I'm building Benny's camel truck. The actual 6x6 is the last thing on my list, basically. So, no rush with it. Well, I'm sure one day I'm going to go, what a great idea, and then I'll just start smashing into it. Generally, that's what I do. Once I have a good idea, I can't stop. I just go at it like a bull until it's done. So, bull at a gate, rather. Right. Well, I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Jacob, you're going to want to go back and watch this because there is now a Cross RC Johnny Burton Signature Series PG4. Yep. I'll go over the prices one last quick time for those that joined late. Normally, the JB edition, we'll call it for short, or the Signature Series. There you go. Robert, thank you, mate. Part number on the Cross site will be 901 00016JB. If I had a pen here, shoot me that in a message, Rob, if you can, and I'll do a post on the page, or you can do a post on the page. So, yeah, we'll work that out. So, essentially, the JB edition, you get the upgraded shocks, the upgraded drive shafts, you get BCRC decals, BCRC scale banner, you get limited edition Signature Series decals with numbers for your truck. At the moment, there's 6 trucks. 3 are already sold. Crazy. Ryan brought one through the feed. Like, this is just... So there's 3 left, boys and girls. If these things sell out before we plan on releasing them, me and Rob are going to have to get together and say pretty pleased with Cross and see if we can do some more, and because it's cool. They're an awesome truck. To give you an idea, normally to buy the PG4, the upgraded shocks, the upgraded drive shafts, it'd cost you $469 and 99 cents, so $470. The JB edition, that comes with all that fancy stuff and the decals, etc., and so on, is $380, which is stupid bloody cheap. It is. Also, if you decide that you want to buy the canopy for it, the bed cover, bed cap, whatever you call it, normally the canopy is $80. If you buy that with your limited edition truck, it's $70. For those that live in Australia, Rob's going to try and cram that into the PG4 box so that you don't have to pay shipping on top for the extra one. Last, if you want to find out what the shipping is, mate, jump on the Cross site, all the W's, crossrcus.com, jump on there, put in the PG4, go through the checkout, put in your address, and that should give you a pretty good idea what the shipping is going to cost. That's about the best I can do for you. If you've got any more questions, ask Rob. He should be able to figure out exactly what it is, or reasonably close to. It does change a lot lately. Shipping's gone up. It's gone up a stupid amount lately. It's crap. It makes it harder for us to get these cool things that we want, but honestly, they're worth the postage. That's just true. Well, there you go. Part number for version with the bed cap. Right, we're going to do another post. Look, we'll do a post, Rob, and we'll put all these down. So yeah, and also if you've got demons, most parts for the demon are now available on Rob's website, crossrcus.com, as spares. So I think that covers everything. Just double check the cheat sheet. Yep, that pretty much covers it. Whew, what an exciting day in RC. Man, I love this hobby. This is brilliant. And Ryan's getting a cross truck, and so does Chris and Oscar. Love this stuff. All right, well, I'm going to call it at the end of the feed. I don't know how long this has gone for. I'm sorry if it dragged out. Trying to start up the old farm truck must have killed an hour. I promise you all, I will do a demonstration video on that truck, starting up, turn the lights off and on, cranking over, turning off, the horn, the whole deal. I promise you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Massive thanks to Rob. You're a bloody legend, mate. You're a legend. Cross RC, what can you say? You can see why I love this stuff, and even more so now that we all sort of get to work together with Rob, Cross, and myself, and limited edition truck. That's bloody awesome. Crazy stuff. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Share this around. People are going to want to watch this stuff. People that don't like RC even might find some of this crap funny. Who knows? Share it around. It's much appreciated. It really is. If you can do me a favour, check out my YouTube. Now, I know you guys must get sick of seeing people posting videos, probably myself included. Give me YouTube a watch. I have a lot of people say to me, Rob's one of those people that say, you've got some awesome videos on there. Why isn't everyone there watching it? It's like, I don't know, Rob. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing all the right tags. I'm doing what I think are the right sort of videos. So if you go give it a watch, give it a share, who knows? We could turn the world around. All right, I'm going to bugger off because I need another coffee. And I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Good job, Ryan, buying a truck. You bugger.